But anyway, as voted by people who follow me on Twitter, and basically if you just saw that tweet otherwise, today we're going to play Death Road to Canada. This is one of the myriad of 2D games which has hit the internet. You can get it on Steam and what have you. It's a pretty difficult game. I have not been able to get through it all the way. But, well, actually, before we get down to it, one of the things you can do is you can make your own custom characters. This is a zombie fighting game. You're trying to make your way to Canada in the middle of the apocalypse, and there are hordes of zombies in the way, and also a really bad car. But you are able to make characters with different abilities and traits, some of which are beneficial, some of which are negative. Like, I've got Sad Boy here, he's oblivious, so he doesn't know anything is bad, but sometimes he gets bad stat rolls, things like that. If you guys have suggestions for interesting characters I can make, feel free to throw those out. I think in the meantime, I'm just going to use some of the basic characters I have right now. Of course, naturally, there is a best. And I just sort of innately make a goth girl whenever I do anything, so that's who is going to be my main character. Actually, let's make her the Doctor Best, because maintaining her health is always a problem. And also, charming people means sometimes you can get free stuff. And I'm gonna have Sad Guy join me alongside. Now, since I have not been able to beat the game all the way through, the more likely fun mode of just the short trip has not been unlocked, so I have to do the entire thing, and you have an option of just doing a regular run-through, or some of the characters you meet will be, I think familiar characters refer specifically to characters you've made, like everyone in your custom characters, or rare characters, a lot of which tend to be references to movies, like you can find Jason Voorhees or Elvis. I found a Elvis knockoff once, he was incredibly annoying. Well, I'm gonna go with that because it'll be most fun.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. I see that we're traveling to my homeland.
We are on our way to Canada. I don't think Alberta,
It's me. Hello, Skippy Granola, everyone. Now, you're, I think... Yeah, if you're heading up from Florida, you're probably heading towards Quebec.
It's sort of like... there is a touch of Oregon Trail. We have, right as you go on the road, you have an option of the first place to stop off. This is just where you're going to get some basic supplies. You will run out, no matter what you do. So just pick one and go with it. Where should we go first? Let's get to
they're all
decide.
the same difficulty. I mean, there's always great deals at the Walmart. Which I think that would be my vote. Yeah, the Walmart.
Let's go. I always forget what every single key is. I remember.
How did you build Bestie there?
Well, this is Dr. Best. She's a specific version of Best. Basically, she just has healthcare and she's charming.
Oh, nice. Yeah, charming is really important for Canada.
As I get used to the controls. One thing I really like about the game is the soundtrack. Like right in the intro we saw, we had a kind of a classic rock and roll mixed with 8-bit music theme going there.
Yeah, it's wonderful. The entire soundtrack is pretty much MIDI rockabilly, which is pretty solid.
And none of it goes with the mood of the game, but I like it. Sort of because
well, of that. I don't know, you know, with the kick it's and the cool it's and the let's peel out kind of thing. It's pretty nice.
You pretty much function on two buttons. Like there's your attack, and I'm hammering another button that's not doing anything. It's your pickup item. So, and when you pick up furniture, or in this case, these trolleys, you can just drop it with the pickup button, or you can use the attack button and throw it. As you can see, I am getting tired out. You don't have that much stamina.
Unless you specifically build for it, but yeah, it's you'll get tuckered out pretty quick.
My mop is an especially good weapon, but Sad Boy here has a hatchet. Weapons will break over time. I feel like the hatchet just straight up doesn't.
It's reasonably sturdy, you know. They caught that element of Canadian culture pretty well.
The supplies you need to pick up. I'm most worried about food. Because it seems like every day, depending on how many people you have in your party, and you probably want to pick up more and more, you can have a maximum of 4, you will run out of food every day. And if people get hurt, it takes like 2 pieces of medical equipment to heal them.
Depending on the medical skill of whoever's doing the healing.
You also need to pick up gasoline. If you run out of gas, you abandon your car, and you have to go on foot, which makes the trip even longer. And also, like, just walking on a road, if it's a rough road, the people will get hurt. It's that kind of level of Oregon Trail bullshit.
That's right, you get so many negative events when you're walking.
The gameplay is pretty basic. You notice there were a lot of question marks and exclamation points as I got in that pile of zombies. You sort of have a timer before they actually do damage to you, so if you can get out of the pile, you'll be fine. There's another door over here, I think.
I'd like to respond to a question in the chat. Espea314 asks if we can ford rivers. Let me ask you this. On modern roads, when's the last time that you had to ever ford a river? The answer is never. You never have to ford a river. You never have to wait for helpful Native Americans.
I found a pretty good ball-peen hammer. Let's see. Whatever. So you can switch equipment. It's easier to do it before you enter an area. At the start of this area, like before we came in, it sort of told us there's not many zombies, and they're moving sluggishly. It's probably the nicest status an area will be as you can get. And when you're done with an area, you just have to head back to your car, hop in, and then hammer the start the car button. The longer it goes on and the more damage the car does, the longer it takes to start up, and there's a good chance zombies will just come up and start wrecking your car.
Giver is a classic Canadian phrase.
So we have an option. I believe singing a song sounds like something that'll improve everyone's mood. Or I can have Dr. Best plan out the day. And like every single option sounds reasonable. There's a chance they'll all work out fine. There's a chance that the most innocuous thing will hurt everybody. So just go with it. I feel like singing some music. That increases everyone's morale. We're actually quite pleased with our death road trip.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, singing a song can also have the side effect of everyone stays up way too late singing songs so that they don't get any sleep.
It's that kind of game.
You should go to the apartment with Bark Banner.
I am definitely going to the apartment with the Bark Banner. This is pretty much a guaranteed new character to join us, one who's very good. And here we got the rockabilly going again. I love this song.
The soundtrack's all just, it's so good. It's so exuberant, which, I don't know, it really fits a trip to Canada.
Where's the... There it is. It takes me a while to remember what the buttons are, because there's only 3, but they're not the basic ones that you have in all the others. Yeah, this just weirds me out. You find gasoline in the toilet. If it's not gasoline, it's like bullets. It's really weird.
Where would you keep it? Is my question.
Well, I mean, after the zombie apocalypse, if I had to store something anywhere.
Right? It's... I think, actually, you know, the Canadian Disaster Management, whatever our FDA is called, actually recommends that you store stuff in the toilet.
Solid porcelain. Ooh, we found our first gun. You have to usually be pretty close to a zombie to be able to kill it in one hit. Let's get rid of that femur. Ammo is limited, but like, if you don't shoot the gun, but you make your way through a couple of areas, usually you'll pick up a good chunk of ammo, and then you can use some if you get in a tight spot. It's not gun ammo capacity that's gonna kill you. At least it never has for me. Oh look, there it is. This is why there's a bark bark banner in the apartment. It's because there's a dog. It's our new buddy dog that joins the party. And it tends to act more like a human, at least in the between stages parts. It's pretty funny. You can get the dog to hold on to things if you want, but the dog will just throw it. It can't use it as equipment. The dog's just attack.
Oh, maybe they patched that out, because it used to be that the dogs could actually wield melee weapons.
I feel like there's one animal that does, but it's better for the dog to just attack normally. It's pretty strong.
You don't want to mess with goats. they're bad news.
And it's a pug, so I'm already feeling good about this run. Hard to feel bad when you got a pug with you.
Look at that little cutie. Ah, but yeah, certain dogs can walk on their hind legs and use items. It's pretty good.
I'm sure I've seen that happen once. Maybe it's just randomized.
I guess it depends on the dog.
I think the dog got mad that there was nothing in those cabinets, so it destroyed it. Here's something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close the door on that zombie, because there's nothing in there. The zombie will attack on the door. You can use that to block zombies off, but eventually they will break through it.
I've got a slight pug/celebrity story.
Oh.
So I once met Bret the Hitman Hart because my sister was friends with his son, his young son at the time, and so Bret Hart had the worst little pug in the universe. Little thing just comes up when I'm going to pick up my sister from their house just outside of town, and he's just snorting at me, right, just like. And then he winds up and he just pisses on a Nerf football. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a quality canine you got there, Mr. Bret Hart.
Seems like the closer you are to the zombie, the more likely the attack will kill him in one hit.
I think it's really just straight up a random roll.
Tends to happen with me more often when I'm close.
I mean, I won't pretend that I'm, an expert on the mechanics.
You have played more of this than I have.
Well, I don't know about that. I've gotten to Canada once, and then spent the rest of the time trying to max out the level of the magical girl.
Oh, and for the record, Sad Boy here does have an actual name, but I realize that's kind of a spoiler for my comic, so I changed it. Because he's based on one of the characters in it. Uh-oh. You have about 3 hit points before you die, so just try not to panic.
Yeah, the worst thing that you can do is get surrounded. Obviously, sometimes that's not it's not possible.
There's just something I noticed when you go through a door, you sort of jump out the other side. Like you can actually put some distance between you and the zombies by doing that.
Yeah, you got a little bit of leeway, which is nice.
So we got like a day's worth of food. That's fine. 1 thing of gas from the toilet. Biggest thing was rifle ammo. That'll probably carry us through a day or 2. But now the dog can properly join the team. Yep, when you rescue someone, you have to actually make it out of the area with them alive before they can properly join the party. Which we are definitely going to do.
Margaret is a pretty good name for a dog.
Damn it, sad guy. Oh no. The worst thing that could happen. I can't sneeze.
Oh no.
So I feel when you actually use supplies or someone's abilities, it's a better chance for it to work out properly. I could just try one of these others. I feel like snorting animal dander because Margaret is here. That would also help.
I think that's probably your best deal. Just snort that pug.
It worked out. Didn't get anything for it, though.
Well, you avoided a morale loss, which is a win.
Ooh, we can get our first siege here. Or I could just shoot golf balls at zombies or leave. We haven't seen a siege yet. Let's chill it off. But with a siege, you are in one area for a certain length of time, in-game time, and you just have to survive. Zombies will come in infinitely, but if you can make it out, I think in this case we're in one house. You need more equipment here, sad guy.
Yeah. It goes up from anywhere from 1 hour to time to buy a new watch.
Zombies are definitely more aggressive here. But it's actually not too bad. Damn it, I gave you that golf club just before we got here. It immediately breaks.
Oh, golf clubs are crazy weak.
Now I have a bunch of visual filters up. I turned those off when I played the game because items you can find out on the game, they have a little gleam when you see them, but then I don't think I could change it here. You can also put on visual filters with like film grain and scratches, and those look like there's equipment in the darkness, and that's kind of annoying. Get rid of this mop. And there, just an hour later, and I can leave. Though there is a room, but it's much faster to just go. I'm getting stuck. See, that's what you don't want to happen. But there.
I found there's not usually good loot in a siege situation.
Uh-oh.
It's just best to get
Sad
out.
boy got stuck. And now I'm stuck.
Oh, sad boy, no!
One little mess up can ruin everything. On the plus side, I think... Well, since we lost him, they're all focused on him, but... Yeah, when there's a corpse on the ground, zombies will focus on that. Whatever. We'll pretend he was holding me back.
You don't need a sad boy on the team. Everyone's morale went up now that he's not around, though.
Giant fisher. I could use it as a ramp. Has this ever worked for you? The one time I tried, it didn't work.
Oh, yes. Go
Let's
big or
gun
go
it.
home, buddy.
It's still running. We made it.
Pretty sick ramp. Look at that morale boost, though.
Also, sometimes you can come across a trader camp, and you can trade food with people for different things. Hello, Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal.
Like anime. You can buy anime and anime accessories. Oh my god, look at him. Still axes. Just axes.
I don't have that much food, so... Or I can use your charm sometimes. So I get some free training with firearms. This guy's great. Pick it up, dude.
Oh, your shooting is so bad.
Burn.
I love this buff guy, though. This buff old man.
Still not a complete waste. Though if you notice up in the corner, we're still 13 days away from Canada.
Like, you're not doing terribly. You're down a guy, but...
Well, not anymore. I've come across a gnome who's shrieking at me.
Oh dear!
And I can recruit him.
You gotta look at him. An exotic rodent grunting inside of it.
He has poor strength, but he has great attitude and medical. Alright.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You got Dr. Gnome. They call me Dr. Gnome.
And we got another siege, but this one looks like it'll be much easier. We got the best music for it. Oh, that was lucky. Managed to get 2 kills with 1 bullet. And supplies. Depending on how badly you're doing, the game might be nice, and the next area will probably have, like, a ton of gasoline. Ooh, and a chainsaw. Man, this chainsaw is wrecking. Oh, it has a limited amount of gasoline, but... That was definitely a plus. Yes, that gnome is riding a rat. And we got enough medical supplies to heal Nomi once. Unless I heal the dog. So once you make your way through a siege, you have an option of increasing everyone's strength, fitness, or, like, one character gets a big benefit, or just increase everyone's morale and everyone will get a random skill gain. I tend to go for that one.
That's usually the way to go.
And you also get a Zombo point, which is something you can spend in on the title screen.
That is new. They must have added that after I last played.
Who should stay up to watch out for zombies? I feel like everyone except for Dr. Best would probably be really well equipped for that.
Yeah, I mean, they call them guard dogs for a reason, right?
Well, she's a pug, but let's see. That's fine. And now Magro will be tired. Basically just means, like the fatigue we saw earlier, Magro will have that happen to her faster. Oh, look who it is! The clown is back, and now I can recruit him.
Oh, good.
Dare I?
The sound is so distorted. Floor it. Just floor it past the clown.
There's no escape, it's already in the car.
Oh no! You want to spend your food on a clown?
Amazing. Maybe flooring it is like the right answer, and if I chose to recruit it, he wouldn't come in. Barn. If a title of an area is rescue, that means there's going to be a person there, but I've got a full car. So let's just go to the grocery store.
If it's red, that means that the zombies are going to be more aggressive and more numerous. If it's flashing, you know, various colors, it's going to be the most numerous.
You are given 2 flashlights, which only in particular areas will you need that. Let's boogie. Oh, I need to rev it, that's why. Wait, am I using my gasoline when I use the chainsaw? Probably shouldn't do it. That makes sense. I didn't think about that. That's not as much anyway.
You got 50 gas. That's actually an awful lot.
Yeah.
Until you don't find any, and then you're hooped.
Die, damn it. There we go. That is a very angry clown. There we go. I like that your allies are a little bit discerning about the type of weapons that they use. Like, they'll pick up better ones if they're on the ground.
Yeah, unfortunately to your detriment in many cases.
I'm just trying to rev up my damn chainsaw. I'm getting caught on the gnome. He keeps getting in my way.
But he's a magical creature, man. I see you've picked up a cleaver, which is a pretty good weapon.
Doesn't seem to be doing much better than my hammer was.
No, I mean, I think it's just got a better chance of dismembering, which has an impact.
I think the clown picked it up. Oh no, it's the dog.
Oh, dog.
If you're wondering why I'm going in an area and then just walking right back out, it's because I can tell there's nothing in there. If a toilet's open, there won't be anything in it. If anything's open, there won't be anything in it.
Of course, if you manage to open 100 toilets, you get something, I'm gonna say good.
Again, something that you would hope wouldn't be in a toilet.
It's the only thing that makes sense to be in the toilet, except for the obvious.
Do you get like a plunger? And it's actually a really good weapon.
I am not even gonna spoil it for you, man. Just open all the toilets you find, and you'll see.
I think we might have cleared this area out. Oh, no, there's a box. Oh, there's plenty I missed. Often a grocery store is a good place to go. There have been plenty of times where I've come in here and there was only, like, bullets and that's about it. Like, not even food. I think that'll do her. Run away. Oh, there we go. That was a definite profit. Oh, nice.
Yeah, 20 food? It's crazy good.
Oh boy. Bandits will always be a problem. Sometimes they'll demand a toll. Nomi's got some options, though. Nomi's got pretty weak strength, though. I feel like that's a factor. People want to pose off, though. Alright. Oh, good, and they took all my ammo. At least they didn't take my food. No, they did take my food. Once you run out of food, you don't die, but your morale just starts plummeting. And now Margaret killed Nomi.
Oh no! Wow, that's I guess it's just you and the creepy clown now.
Yep. It's things like that will just change everything instantly.
So with the arcade, you can get a, I think usually a shooting skill up.
Well, it's either that or the 10 bullets I just got here. 20 bullets.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you live with the consequences of what you've done.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do anything. It was all Nomi and Margaret screwing everything up.
I can't believe that you didn't know that dogs and gnomes are natural enemies.
I'm in California, man. We got squirrels and mosquitoes, that's it.
Oh, really? You don't have any gnomes in California? That's crazy.
The pugs are out of their natural habitat.
They're in a gnome-free zone. It's terrible. It's okay. The convenience mark's a good choice.
Or in this case, just the house outside it. Damn, there's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get. Like, honestly, it's a coin toss.
Wait, I'm using a cowboy rifle as... And now... and now the clown has a cowboy rifle himself.
Oh god, you've armed the clown, oh no!
Don't smash the cabinet with your gun. Do something, clown.
Screw you, clown!
Oh, get away! Best I've noticed is, like, seems to take damage much faster than anyone else. I'm a little worried. We're coming up on night. Do you know if the zombies get more aggressive at night, or is it just it gets darker?
I can confirm it gets darker. I think they might get more aggressive.
Wow, there's a lot of places to explore here. They really want to make up for the dog and the gnome screwing everything up.
Yeah, I mean, there's... You can't guarantee that it's gonna be good.
Ooh, an explosive. Get away from that. Damn.
Oh no! Are you gonna get the clown killed? Oh, that sucks.
Don't need a broom. So the shop and go was actually the least useful part of that whole ordeal.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed to find as much good stuff in the houses, but you got lucky.
I'm getting really lucky. Now, getting out of here alive is the tricky part.
Like,
And it's the same clown that was trying to sell me axes earlier.
yeah, you know, it turns out that he'd been following you the whole time. We had no control over the clown. The clown just was.
It's now 9 p.m. and the music changes. Molotovs. Don't think I need that right now. The one thing I can do, I can actually switch to the clown. And he has an open spot, so I'm gonna try Molotov out. Let's get rid of this guy first. And of course, the biggest problem with the chainsaw is just starting it up. But it clears the path pretty handily. Yeah, I feel like they're a little bit more aggressive, but it's mostly just the darkness. I can't quite see where everything is. Junk helps nobody. I think that zombie just tripped over itself. One thing I like is if you have a gun and you pick up ammo for it, the ammo doesn't become part of your stockpile until you leave the area, but you can use the ammo immediately. I think that's the best we're gonna get. Let's get out of here.
To be honest, I think you did pretty good.
All things considered and otherwise. Now let's see the...
Like, that was a ton of food you picked up.
18.
I mean, 18's pretty good. Considering you're using, like, what, 2 per day?
Clown makes a balloon animal that somehow has a human face.
Oh, gracious.
Should help the man out or steal his nightstick.
You got a lot of food and you could probably use another warm body, so see what the clown does.
It's just, should someone steal his weapon is the only question.
Oh no. Maybe the clown would do something weird to him, but I don't know. If he got beat up, he's probably not worth taking along. He's probably kind of a wuss.
Oh, she's a loyal clown.
Oh,
And she feels really bad.
so loyal. Oh my goodness.
The music randomly gets louder sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Clown's morale increases from lowest to lowest. Car's broken down. Should Clown punch it or Dr. Best try to fix it?
I don't think Dr. Best's repair skill is pretty good. Maybe try having the clown punch it.
She breaks something in the car. And some motorcycles.
Oh, clown.
Well, there goes the car. Oh, and the clown got hurt again by stubbing her toe.
Clown has no strength.
And we got attacked by ants.
Oh, good.
And once you lose your car, pretty quickly you'll come across a long stretch of road that you have to cross to reach another car. Someone should have a flashlight by this point, I think. And we're all probably gonna die in like one hit. So let's see if we can make it. Pretty good nightstick. And there's also a lot of gasoline in these areas. And you can also siphon stuff from cars sometimes. This one particular song reminds me a lot of, was it Porcelain by Moby? Oh, you need to sit here and hold the button down to siphon the gas. You can tell if a car is something by if it has that item flash. Ooh, it's a cop car. That'll probably be good. Get in the car. Found a lot of gasoline. And some rifle ammo. Deadly Walmart.
What's the worst that can happen?
Well, we all have 1 health and no medical supplies.
So you can die. That's the worst that can happen.
Yeah, I feel like grocery stores are the safest bet here. Though the
Oh, definitely.
zombies are irritated. Shit. Oh no, now it's just down to clown.
Oh no. Clown percent.
Clown percent run.
Oh, clown's tired too.
And there it goes. So it probably wouldn't have mattered if we went to the Deadly Walmart.
No, probably would have been over even faster.
I got distracted by my piece of shit dog.
Poor little cutie.
Let's check out the perks and traits. Basically, those perks we got at the start, like Dr. Best was a medic and all that, you talk to these people to increase the ranking of those and you can get it. It basically just increases the amount of stuff you have at the start, like... Let's see, Surgeon... Yeah, just increases basic stats. I have 2 Zombo points. Yeah, why not increase that? Oh, that maxed out Surgeon.
So before, what you had to do was fulfill certain challenges in order to upgrade your various traits.
50 more, or 47 more toilets.
Yep.
I don't want to delete the data. Why does Dr. Best have a pan?